Welcome to This Side of 50, the podcast where men of all ages come to gain clarity, confidence, and direction. I'm Milton K. Smith, your host, a seasoned voice that's living, learning, and leveling up. I'm here to share with you knowledge, understanding, and wisdom that I've gained throughout the years. Each week, we'll tackle real-life challenges, share practical tools, and hopefully inspire you to keep going. If you're ready to gain clarity, confidence, and direction, then this is your podcast. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome once again to This Side of 50, Not Your Grandparents podcast. As it says in the intro, I'm your host, Milton K. Smith. So glad you're here with us for this episode. I just wanted to let you know that at the end of this season, we will have available our study guide for lessons I learned for CrossFit. So I want you to stay on the lookout for that. And hopefully by the time we get to the last episode here in a few weeks, I'll have that available for you and you can download it. All right. So let's jump into this week's episode, this week's topic, lessons I've learned from CrossFit. And we're going to talk about today, compete only with yourself. Compete only with yourself. One of the things I learned when I first went into CrossFit was that my only competition was myself, that I wasn't there to compete with the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 50-year-olds, whatever the case may be, that I only had to be better than I was the day before. And that's a life lesson I believe that all of us should take to heart, that your only competition really is yourself. The goal is to be better than what you were the day before, no matter how small that might be. Some days when I was lifting, it seemed insignificant to add 1 pound or 1 kilogram, whatever the case may be, 0.5 kilograms to the bar. But if you, even if it's incremental increases, even if it's just small changes that you're going through or that you're moving to, that is progress. And you have to applaud yourself for the small progress, for the small victories, for the small advances that you have in your life. Because once again, you're only competing with yourself. Comparison distracts you from your divine assignment. Matter of fact, comparison is the thief of joy, they say. That you're on assignment. Everyone that's listening to me, you have an assignment. And if you start comparing your assignment to someone else's, it's going to distract you because not everybody has the same assignment. We may be in the same place at the same time, but our purposes for being there can be totally, drastically different. So when you start comparing with someone else, you really get distracted from what you're called to do and what you're designed to do. So first of all, remember this, that comparison distracts you from your divine assignment. Your only true opponent is yesterday's version of you. The only opponent you have is how well you performed yesterday. And the goal is to outperform the you that was in yesterday. The goal is to be better tomorrow than what you are today. You have no opponents, you have no enemies, you have no haters unless you get distracted by these things and not realize that, hey, all I have to do is be better than what I was. It's so like what we first said, right? Comparison distracts your divine assignment. Your only true opponent is yesterday's version of you. Examine what you did yesterday. If you don't like how things turned out and how you performed, then your goal is then to be better on today, Measuring yourself by others' limits limits what God's unique design is in you. So when you measure yourself by others, it limits God's unique design in you. So God has designed you for those who are people of faith, that God has designed you to do and accomplish certain things that only you can uniquely do. You're uniquely you. You are the only you that will ever be made. Even if you are a twin, you are the only you that will ever be made. Nobody else will ever be quite like you, right? Nobody's identical to you. No one thinks like you. No one behaves like you. No one responds like you. And when you measure yourself by someone else, be it someone famous, someone from your past, an ancestor, whatever the case may be, is going to limit what God can use you for and how God has designed you, because he designed you to be the best, authentic, organic you that you can be. You should tell yourself that I am uniquely, organically me. No one else is as good as me. No one else can be me. No one else can outdo me being me. Contentment fuels consistent progress. I have a saying that you can be content but not complacent. I'm happy where I am, but I'm not trying to stay where I am. I'm always trying to become better. So I'm content, but I'm not complacent. I'm happy, but I still want to do better. In everything that I do, I want to get better at it. Until the day God calls me home, I leave this green earth. I want to be better than what I was the day before. That's my goal. I'm content. If things don't change, I'm content with where I am, how God has blessed me, the progress I've made, the advances I've made, the things I have accomplished in my children, in my career, in my spiritual life, all those things. I'm content with it, but I'm not complacent with it, and I want to become better. And I'm encouraging you as well to be content. Don't be disappointed. Be content. If you don't like where you are today, don't be complacent. Get to a different place. Start making a plan to get to a different place on tomorrow. Learn to celebrate others without copying them. Learn to celebrate others without copying them. You can celebrate someone and not be like them. Celebrate their unique differences, celebrate their gifts and talents, celebrate what God has put inside of them and how they have been designed and orchestrated to do things throughout life, but don't try to copy them, because what you cannot do is be somebody else. You would never be successful at being someone that you're not. You'll never be successful at being a copycat, right? Now, I heard someone say, and I can understand this. It's okay to be a copycat. There's no which cat to copy. And that's fine. Know which cat to copy, but make sure that you make that copy becomes you, that you put your own unique twist, your own unique designs into that. You can pull some good traits from people. You can pull some good characteristics from people that are in your life and people that you are around, the things that they do well. You can learn those things and you can mimic those, but make sure that that is infused with who you are and that you're not a carbon copy of someone else and you're not allowing your true self to come through. Your only competition is you. Your only competition is you. Never compare your progress with someone else's. Never compare your progress with someone else's. As I said earlier, that comparison is the thief of joy, the thief of happiness. You are progressing exactly how fast you are designed to progress. If you're not happy with your progress, reevaluate it. Look at it and say, hey, can I do something better? Can I downsize or right size, or where am I wasting time? What's causing my delay? But just know that you should never compare your progress with someone else's. So let's get to our talking points with the remaining minutes I have. So with your health, your pace is your race. Progression over perfection. You want to progress. Never stall your progress trying to be perfect, right? Never stall your progress. Never let progress stop because you're stuck on trying to be perfect. You keep progressing, right? At the pace that you're going, you keep progressing, you keep moving, you keep striving, keep struggling. As we say in the intro and at the end, level up. Keep leveling up. Your pace for your health is your race, and your progress has to be over perfection. Excuse me. You may not get things right. You may not get things perfect every time, but progress over perfection. When it comes to your finances, comparison leads to debt, but contentment builds wealth. You will get in debt. Remember the song, oh, not the song, rather. Remember the saying, keeping up with the Joneses? A lot of people have gone in debt trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses don't even know you exist. So don't try to keep up with every latest trend, every latest fashion. Don't try to do what you see your neighbors do and your friends do. You don't know how much debt they have accumulated trying to live that lifestyle. While you're trying to impress them, they're trying to impress you, and everybody's in debt. So comparison will always put you in a deficit when it comes to your finances. Contentment builds wealth. The more content you are, the more you can build wealth, and you can still have the things that you want, but want those things without accumulating debt just so you can oppress people that don't know you, that don't care about you, and don't not even thinking about what you're doing, right? So comparison leads to debt. Contentment builds wealth. When it comes to your relationships, you compete for kindness and not control. You compete in kindness, not control. I want to win at being kind to my spouse. I want to win at being kind to people in my family, in my circle, my friends, in my corporate relationships, in my fellowships. I want to win at serving. I want to win at loving. I want to win at being the least among them, because the Bible says that he who's least among them can be the greatest of all, right? Greatest of all of them, right? So compete in kindness, not in control. I'm not trying to control anyone. I'm not trying to lord over anyone. I want to beat you at being kind, and I want it to come from my heart. I want it to come organically from me. That's the word for the day, organic, right? How many times I said right so far? I only count like 3 or 4. You all go back, listen to this podcast, this episode, and see how many times I use the word right without me saying it right now. So compete in kindness and not in control. When it comes to your career, focus on purpose, not popularity. Focus on purpose, not popularity. You have to decide what is your goal for your career. Where do you want to be? Everything is not meant for you. I learned something in playing dominoes. There's a saying, all money is not good money. If the money you're going after is going to take you out of your purpose, then you may consider, hey, that's not what I want to do. I don't have to be popular. I want to be in my purpose. I don't want popularity. I want to operate in the thing I'm designed to do. That's where I will have the most impact, the most influence on other people, is where I'm operating in my purpose. When I'm operating in my purpose, everyone that's listening to me, find your purpose and operate in your purpose. It may not be popular, but it's going to be powerful for somebody because you're operating in your purpose. So operate in your purpose. And then finally, your behavior. Compete with yesterday's you. Look at what you were doing yesterday and decide how can you beat that today. I'm doing that constantly, and not out of a place of discontentment. As I said, I'm content. I'm happy. I have joy, but I want to be better. I want to do things better. I want to handle things better in my behavior. I want to act better, behave better. I don't want to respond negatively. I don't want to always be angry or bothered or triggered by certain things in my past. So I look at yesterday and I say, okay, what can I do now today that's going to make me better than yesterday? That's my only competition. I look in the mirror, I see my competition. I only competing with myself. I'm committing to the challenge. I'm overcoming my fears. I'm jumping on the box. I'm being more flexible. All those things that I can improve upon that's going to allow me to be better today than I was on yesterday. That's your challenge from this seasoned voice over 50. And I'll say this, that although it's called This Side of 50, it's not called Over 50. So you can share, like, subscribe, share this podcast with men of all ages, whether they're 50 plus or 50 minus, because it's not this this over 50 or over 50, this side over 50, whatever it is. It's for whatever side of 50 that you're on. You have to learn that you're only competing with the yesterday's you. If you learn it before you hit 50, then your 50s is going to be even better. If you learn it after you cross over 50, then your 60s and 70s are going to be better. Wherever you learn that, hey, my only competition is the person in the mirror, and I only got to be better than that person, then you're going to be in a great place to be successful for the remainder of the 50 years. We all going to live to be 108, right? So we're going to live, we're going to have place our lives in order, and we understand that we're only competing with yesterday's version of myself. As we always, when we close, we have a reflection question for you. Here it is for this episode, for this week. What comparison has been robbing your contentment? How can you refocus on your own race? You have to run your own race. You have to work in your own purpose. You have to know what you're called to do. And that purpose that you call for, it can change as you get older. Those things change, right? Your priorities shift. What comparison has been robbing you of your contentment? Look in your life, decide in your life, what areas have I've been subjected to comparison, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to outdo other people, trying to outrun or run someone else's race or operate in someone else's purpose. And then say, hey, I'm gonna stop comparing myself to that person, to that thing. I'm going to legitimately, here's that word for this week, organically be me, operate in my purpose, and then I can see the success. It'll take stress off me, because operating your purpose isn't stressful, because it's natural. It's natural. You do it without thinking. is what you're called to do, is what you were designed to do. And when you find where you're supposed to be, when you find your niche, find your place on the bus, stop comparing yourself to others, stop letting comparison rob you of your joy, then you can be the authentic you that you need to be. Well, that's all I have for this week. I hope to see you next week here on this podcast. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, that's all for today on This Side of 50. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a review. Connect with us on social media for updates, tips, and inspiration between episodes. Remember, keep living, keep learning, keep leveling up, and most of all, don't settle. And I'll see you in the next episode.